Hi friends, welcome back to Stockhood channel, a place where we discuss investing strategies with facts. Friends, today I'll be discussing with you one of the most or the best result of Reliance that they have released on Friday. So in this video, I'll be most comprehensively covering the consolidated results of Reliance. Also, will be analyzing the vertical wise financial results and also what are the various contributing factors for the good results of Reliance. Right, I'll try to keep this video short. So without further delay, let's get into the results. So if you see friends, most of the headlines if you see in the news has been concentrated on the EBITDA because they have given one of the best EBITDA margins for a long time, where we see almost a 30% jump year on year. Their O2C business is one of the key contributors for improvement in the EBITDA margin. So we'll further see how it has been improved. And if you see they're specific for O2C and oil and gas business, it has been sequentially growing for last 6 quarters. Right, and if we see specifics to the other verticals of Reliance, the retail business is also doing quite well with almost 50,000 crores of revenue it has crossed, and the EBITDA is also around 3,800 crores. Right, the most important part in the retail business is they are adding more stores. Right, this will actually help them to grow in further improve their business in the coming days. Right, the other vertical of Reliance is the digital services, which includes Geo and the Geo platform, where the revenue growth has touched 20,000 crores, and they say that their subscription is on a healthy growth, and they have touched almost 34.6 million subscribers. Right, and another significant point in the digital services is the ARPU, that is average revenue per unit, that is the user has touched almost 151.6 rupees. Right, and the other important point they are bringing about here is the bonds that they have issued in the foreign market. Right, they had raised almost $4 billion of bonds in the foreign market for a multi-year, that is starting from 10 years to 30 years and 40 years. Right, so this is very positive news, friends, for Reliance, because they are able to restructure some of their existing loans with this bond. So this is one of the largest foreign currency bond raised by any Indian company. Right, so this will actually help them improve their balance sheet. So they are talking about this in the future slides also, so we'll look that aspect in the later slides. Right, and the other vertical that will come up in the next couple of quarters is the new energy, where they are concentrating on investing in the green energy. Right, you see that there are many investments and partnerships that they have made to support their gigafactories at Jamnagar. If you see specific to their financial results, here you can clearly see that this is the consolidated revenues that we are seeing, that is including all the verticals, that the year on year change is almost 52%, that is coming with a lower base in the previous quarter, but still this is a very good jump in the revenues as well as EBITDA, and their net profit, that is PAT, is also showing a healthy growth of almost 38%. Further, if you see here, this is a very good slide that they have given us, showing which are the verticals that is contributing to the high EBITDA, where they are clearly pointing it out that almost 75% of the increase in EBITDA is coming from their O2C business. Right, and followed by the oil and gas, and then the digital services is fueling the high EBITDA. Right, and here they're also talking about the similar points as we saw in the previous slides on the retail business expansion and the strong subscription in the digital services. This gives a quarter on quarter incremental based on the verticals. So this is similar to the previous slides, and this particular slide is clearly showing how the EBITDA has been increasing sequentially from the last 6 quarters. Right, if you one important point that you have to note here is in the last year quarter 3 results were almost the same as that in FY20. So it had not grown in the last year, but now this all has been taken up in this quarter, right? It is almost increased by 30% increase in EBITDA. You further see that is another important aspect they want to bring about here is about the debt. So here you can see there is in the last quarter, that is in the September quarter of FY21, it was a debt-free company, but because of the loan restructuring that they have initiated with the bonds, there is a small debt factor that is coming in around 2,800 crores. I think this will also be changed in the next quarter when the loan restructure is completed. Further, if you see here, they are talking about their Geo business, where they are trying to be the leader in the 5G transmission and the digitalization of the country. So they are banking on the 5G rollout in the coming days. The next one is again on the Geo. Subscriber of Geo network, you may not be happy with the rise of the tariffs of almost 20%, but this is actually giving a push and increasing the ARPU of the company. So given that they have raised the tariffs in December, this will actually have a bigger impact in the coming quarters. And also on the Geo platform, they are launching the Geo Auto Pay system, which is similar to Paytm or Amazon Pay or Phone Pay. So there is another competition coming to Paytm. So if you have missed my previous video about the fundamentals of Paytm, I'll be linking it somewhere in the description. Please check that video. So here they are talking about some of the use cases that they are doing a trial once the 5G is rolled out. So this is talking about the future investment, friends. So they are planning to have the 5G connected robots, connected ambulance. All these are use cases that will bring revenue in the future cases. This might not actually have an immediate effect on Reliance, but coming 2 to 3 years, these use cases can be sold to various enterprises and companies, which will actually be a revenue generating stream for Reliance. Further, here they're talking about the inbuilt apps are collaborating with the third-party apps like Netflix and Apple TV and Prime Video to bundle the content to maximize the viewership. Right. So here they are again calling out the increase in ARPU. So in the previous slide, they had told the ARPU has increased to 151. So in the previous quarter, if you had seen, the ARPU was almost 143.6 rupees. Right, it is a good improvement that they have made. So this is another key parameter to see how the operating revenue of the Geo business is doing. So in the last year, December quarter, it was almost 18,492 crores. Now it has increased almost by 1,000 crores, right? And this is also happening with a good EBITDA increase, right? It is becoming a very profitable business for Reliance. And further here they talk about Reliance Retail, where the footfall of their retail stores have been back to the pre-COVID levels, almost 95%. That is a good thing. But third wave in force in January, I think this would have fallen now. But in the last quarter, it had already reached the pre-COVID levels. So another key message that they are bringing up here is the revenue is at a record high for the retail business, which is up 53% year on year, and also the EBITDA is grown 24%. And also they are talking again about the infrastructure expansion here. Almost around 837 stores has been added. Here again a graphical representation about how the revenues has been increasing over the quarters, and here a similar representation for EBITDA. Right, here another important slide that they have given is their new acquisitions. Here you can see some of the very good names like Denso and Manish Malhotra, fashion brands and all, right? So Denso, they have taken a stake of almost 25% in Denso. So these are the few acquisitions that has happened in the last quarter. Some of the important points I'm going to capture here, friends. I'm not capturing every aspect of this report. So here you can see there is almost 1.5x improvement in the GeoMart daily orders. Right, they are calling it out here. And also their pharma business is almost growing at 2x growth. So here again they are talking about the oil and gas business and O2C business. So also in the press release they have given that in the coming quarters from Q4 they are going to give separate revenue breakups of O2C and oil and gas business. So not very prominent information coming out of these particular business, except they are calling out that the polymer demand is subdued compared to the pre-COVID levels, and also this is one of the highest contributor for the increase in EBITDA. So coming again to the summary, friends, here they are clearly calling out it is well diversified business of Reliance, and there are multiple growth engines that is contributing to the increase in revenue and EBITDA, and also they have a very strong financials and operating performance across all the business segments, right? And also there is a good cash flow and very strong balance sheet, which is a perfect recipe for any company to take growth initiatives, right? So they have clearly called this out, and also the technology and innovation focused partnership with some of the new energy enterprises is actually helping them to achieve their target of being a net carbon zero company by 2035. So with all this good information, I think the markets will react very positively on Monday. So if you are an investor, I think this is a company to be stay invested for almost 4 to 5 years of horizon. And if you are getting it in a good price, I think you can start accumulating this stock at every dip, friends. I hope this video was very comprehensive and useful to you. So please check out my channel for other interesting videos and hit the like button. See you in the next video. Thank you.